Backstage was really the very first industry publication that I read. A mentor of mine when I was growing up in Philly said, you have to read Backstage. You want to go to auditions and be a performer, you've got to read Backstage. And so I started picking it up, but I just started learning terminology and what people were looking for. And
it was actually part of our curriculum, was to read Backstage every single week. We were tested on it. We had to read Backstage and the New York Times Arts and Leisure section. It was part of my education in learning what the business was.
Okay, so I worked at the Fulton Opera House, where I'm from, in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and they would job in, it's an equity theater, and they would job in actors from New York, and the actors from New York told me about Backstage magazine, and so I found an article that was an audition for the non-union national tour of The Sound of Music, and I came to New York in January of 2003 and auditioned for it, went to the open call and got the job, and ended up not going to college because I got this job on this tour, and it completely changed the trajectory of my life. So that was all thanks to Backstage.
It really unlocked a whole world for me because I didn't know how you would go about getting those things. Like, how do you get one of those jobs? You have to know somebody, and you didn't. You just had to pick up a Backstage.